best women MMA fighters out there. And tonight we've got a show of a bantamweight stacked card. We're going to see what happens in this division. It's going to be an interesting one, no doubt about it.
Okay, we've got a great night ahead. Let's go to Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. Welcome to Swawn Casino Resort here outside of San Diego, California. We've got an exciting night of professional mixed martial arts for your enjoyment. We welcome you to Cage Warriors. And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our first bout this evening. 3 rounds, this in the bantamweight division. And first to make his way to the cage, from Indonesia, here is Eperaim Ginting.
Okay, making his way to the cage right now. We've got Eperaim Ginting, 6-1, Indonesian, looking prove himself here at Cage Warriors, coming off a loss at Road to UFC back in May, and a really tough fight for him. He took the ascendancy really quickly. He had some hooks in, but his opponent reverse position, managed to get the submission after taking him out. But this guy has been training in San Diego now, Damon, for 3 months at a time, 2 periods.
Yes,
how's that going to really improve his game?
Yeah, you know, I've watched some footage on this guy, and he is vicious. You can see him right now getting slapped by his coach. He's built really well. He's short and stout from the division, but man, he's explosive. Everything he throws has power, so watch out early. He's a fast starter. He's going to look to strike. We'll see if he can keep it standing and get the job done early.
Yeah, you gotta love when these guys come in. They already are stacked in wrestling and sambo, and then they just get those looks from all these different fighters from all different countries at the MMA Academy. It's only a way to level up. But in Lions MMA, we kind of had that same experience where you go somewhere where you get a bunch of different looks and you level up so much faster than if you stay at your home gym. So I'm excited to see how much further Ginting can take his career.
And next to make his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, here is Swawn Johnson.
And making his way to the cage right now, we've got a man Damon Wilson knows pretty well. We've got Swawn Johnson, 2nd time here at Cage Warriors. He fought earlier this year. He's an interesting character, right? You know, likes to keep active. I think this is his 6th fight inside of 12 months, Damon. You fought him back here in March at 145 pounds. What do you think he's going to bring here at 135 tonight?
Yes, I think it's his natural weight class. He was up a division. He took me on short notice. I spent 15 minutes in the cage with the guy. He's got good energy in there. He's a martial artist to the full extent. I saw him in the elevator last night. He was happy to see me, gave me a hug, asked me about my family. He's got 3 kids of his own and a soon-to-be wife, so he's looking to make them proud. But he really embraces the martial arts life. Jackie Chan's one of his heroes growing up. He's also a massive fan of Angela Hill, is what he told me. So, looking forward.
Oh my God, I'm so flattered. Yeah, watching Swawn Johnson, the Brutal Noodle is such a good nickname because he really just goes with the flow. He likes to be like water. I guess that's where the Bruce Lee comes in. But when you see him fight, he's just going with whatever happens and trying to use that to capitalize. I thought in your fight, he showed a lot of heart. He stuck in there to the very end and still tried to land with power in that last round. So we're going to see what Swawn Johnson brings to the table if he can get that win in Cage Warriors.
Yeah, 100%. And look, he's definitely going to take it to Ginting. And we've seen a few times with Indonesians, when they are pressured, they can sometimes crumble. This is a great introduction. Look past these guys' record at your peril. And we're both heading to the cage. Let's go to our MC again, Mr. Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go once again. This bout's scheduled for 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in officially 135 3/4 pounds. In 7 fights, his record stands at 6 victories with 1 defeat. Fighting out of San Diego by way of Baristagi, Indonesia. Here is Eperaim, the Wolfman Ginting! And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a kung fu artist standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at the bantamweight limit, 136 pounds, and enters the cage tonight for the 11th time as a professional from Anderson, Indiana. He is the Brutal Noodle, Swawn Johnson! And your referee in charge of the action is Mike Beltran.
Mike Beltran there. Mike Beltran giving last-minute words to both fighters. Our opening bout of the night.
All right, gentlemen,
First
round.
clash.
You're in the fight.
Yeah, looking for a fast start here from both guys, both explosive, looking to headhunt.
We've got Swawn Johnson in the grey shorts, Eperaim Ginting in the black shorts, representing the MMA Fight Academy. He's been doing a 3-month camp here in San Diego, second camp here in San Diego this year. Let's see what he's learned since his last fight.
I like that inside leg kick from Eperaim. That's a good way to find yourself in there, especially when you're first starting off, filling each other out. Let's see what Swawn Johnson does in return.
Looking for low kicks himself, outside.
Ooh.
A good shot.
Takedown. Could be in trouble here.
Yeah, it looks like he's, looked like he was trying to set up that Von Flu. Johnson was wise to it, moved his arm off of the neck, and now he's trying to, get
there's
that.
a good explosion by Swawn Johnson to get back to his feet. He needs to get out of clinch here.
He noodled out of that one. Ooh, nice stab kick by Eperaim.
Nice body kick there by Johnson.
Ooh.
There's another takedown. Brutal Noodle's got to circle off the cage and not let him get inside with those hooks.
Now, in his previous Cage Warriors performance, Damon, you were able to really nullify a lot of Johnson's work from top. You can manage to get the takedown and grind him down quite a lot. But he was always active, always trying to look to get out of there.
Very active. He's always moving. You know, he is going to look to get back to his feet here. He can't spend too much time on bottom or else he'll drop this round. So he's got to look to work up. He's got the cage here, but from side control, it's going to be a real hard spot to get out of.
He did a good job avoiding that crucifix position and running up the cage. That's always one of those escapes you don't really think about, but it's always there when you're stuck up against the wall.
Definitely used the environment to get out of that side control, but now he's back in it. He's got a little bit of a knee shield to prevent dominant control.
Yeah, Ginting showing as well a little bit of composure there. In Shanghai early on this year, he went for the neck, got the hooks in, couldn't secure the position, and that led to his defeat. Whereas now he's just taking things a little bit slower, just giving Johnson a lot to think about. But Johnson again looking to escape.
Out the back door, now he's back up and needs to circle off the cage here, though. He's back into a clinch. That's going to lead to another takedown.
Seems like Eperaim's pressure is just a little too much for Johnson to handle in this round. He's able to just run him over once he gets that body lock, and you gotta wonder what's going through Johnson's mind right now, where every time he gets up, he's just pressured right back down.
Yeah, he's got to, once he gets back to his feet, he's got to move back to the center of the cage. Get this guy at range, use his length, use his Taekwondo kicks.
Chance to explode by from the corner of the Indonesian there. Landing some elbows. Looking opportunities all the time. Landing some strikes. Now trying to get the back. And again with some more strikes.
Again, I'm really impressed with Ginting's pressure right now, with his control. He's not rushing for things like you said. He used to just jump for stuff, fall off the back, but right now he has a lot more awareness of maybe just how tough people are in the cage. Because a lot of times you're one of the best in your country. You don't realize how good people are who might not be the best in their country. They're just scrambly and good at getting out of tough positions, and that's what Swawn Johnson is.
I think you're exactly right. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of good patience from him, draining the battery of the Brutal Noodle. You know, this is a grimy fight here. Carrying somebody's weight really zaps your energy, so we'll have to see what he looks like in between rounds here.
And this is it as well. Like this is the Brutal Noodle, 135 pounds. Is he going to have that gas tank at this weight?
You know, Eperaim went for an Americana there, and Brutal Noodle was able to flip out of it, but he's back into side control. He's going to look to come out the back door. Good back control by Eperaim, though. I'd like to see him get some hooks in and see if he can really control it.
I do love when I see those knees to the body from on the ground. You always forget because you can't throw them to the face, so you just assume, I can't throw a knee, but Ginting's doing a good job of using those to his advantage, scoring points, not losing position.
He's starting to get the hooks in. Brutal Noodle was wise to it and rolled to a half guard. Now he's stuck in mount, so danger could be done. Uses the cage once again to get up.
An excellent work as we go to the end of the first round here by Eperaim. A really controlling performance thus far.
It was a bit of survival mode for that round.
Nice and slowly there by Ginting. Good first round for the Indonesian. A really composed performance there, guys.
Very good start. I'm glad to see him grappling. We know he can strike, and it's nice to see his wrestling at play. I'd say the MMA Academy has definitely helped him out.
It's so much easier to game plan when you have an academy that's really focused on you, focused on how you can improve as a martial artist, as an MMA fighter. And you can all see it playing out in this round. He got in there, he went to the quickest way of victory, which was using his wrestling to sap the energy of the Brutal Noodle, taking him down multiple times, but not getting too high and not letting the reversals discourage him from getting right back on the hips and getting him down and draining that battery.
Both men now taking advice from their corner. You can see Swawn Johnson now getting some words, trying to get that motivation.
Yeah, he needs to come out here and use this to his advantage, starting on the feet. He's got to use some good lateral movement and keep him at range with straight punches. Otherwise, Eperaim's going to get inside and he's going to hit a double leg. If he controls another round, it could be a long night for Swawn.
All right, gentlemen, second round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Handle, let's go. No regrets.
Round two. Here we no regrets being shouted out there. And it sounded that was from Johnson's corner. Just imploring him to just go, do something else. No regrets, and it's a big head kick.
And there it was.
Oh, shin to the head. There's another double leg, but he sprawled out. He's got to get some crossface and underhooks here, otherwise he's going to get pushed to the cage like he did.
Yeah, he's focusing on that head, but he has to, oh, there he goes. He got that elbow in. Now he can use it to turn him off the cage. And now he's getting his hips back a little better. Before,
yes,
Ginting was able to just run him down because his hips were a little too close to him, but this time he got him back. Ate a knee, but at least he's still standing.
It's a good combination after eating some low kicks from Eperaim.
I do feel Ginting's got to be a little careful. The strikes early on there were pretty telegraphed.
Yeah, but they're working. That leg kick is getting a big reaction from Johnson.
Catches the kick and hits an easy takedown back into side control, looking to do some ground and pound here.
Ginting there just looking to attack the neck again. Forces his opponent down. He looks like he's in half there.
Being in half against the fence is one of the most discouraging positions to be in, especially against a guy who out-grappled you the first round.
Yeah, and Ginting again just really composed, Damon. Just controlled. He's looking now for a submission.
Ooh. Yeah, he's got great wrist control, and he finally got some hooks in, so we're going to see if he can hunt down a choke here, possibly do some damage with some elbows.
Oh,
he's going to an arm bar.
He didn't really have it cinched up, though.
He went forward a little too quick.
Whoa.
But he got back in on the double leg and right back to side control where we've seen most of the fight take place.
Ginting deadlifts. That was impressive. You usually don't see that from the front.
Look at the kid's thighs, Angie.
One of the things, I thought coming into this fight was Ginting's height. He's 3 inches shorter than his American opponent. I really did wonder if that was actually going to be an issue coming into this, but height don't matter when you've got your opponent on the ground.
Swawn's using a lot of energy on bottom here. Now he's flattened out. This is a bad spot to be. The fight could be finished if Eperaim opens up with some strikes, which he is.
Johnson's really got to do more.
Yeah, it looks like he's about to stop the fight right here.
Very close to stopping the fight.
And it doesn't even look like he was concussed. He was just stuck. And it's the referee's job to not let you take unnecessary damage.
There's a lot of unanswered blows right now.
Yeah, he's unable to intelligently defend himself, and that's when the ref will step in. He's giving him every chance he needs here, but that's it.
And there's the win. Eperaim Ginting of Indonesia wins our opening battle tonight against Swawn Johnson.
Impressive.
A really masterful performance, controlling, patient, and then at the end just unleashed shots. Maybe not the most powerful barrage of punches, but effective nevertheless.
Yeah, he was patient in that first round. He was able to drain Swawn's battery, and man, coming out that second round, landing some heavy low kicks right into the takedowns, was able to take the back, flatten him out, and get the finish.
And it's almost even more of a moral victory when you're able to just exhaust someone, get them stuck, get them to a position where they can't defend themselves even if they wanted to. Really impressive work by Ginting. I can't wait to see what he does next.
Wrapping his home country flag around him. What a good feeling.
Eperaim Ginting, you can see the relief as well. How happy he is, second Indonesian to win under the Cage Warriors banner, following the footsteps of Cornelius Arturon, who won his second bout at the last Cage Warriors in Newcastle. We can see the replay right now. Just a real powerful lift there. Controlled slam, got his opponent into the position he wanted.
He used the leverage from Swawn's guillotine to lift him and elevate him. Very good performance, solid wrestling. Looks like he's improving. Probably had a really long fight camp, 3-month fight camp here at MMA Academy. So well worthwhile.
And that's taken to our ring announcer, Joe Martinez, for the
Ladies and
announcement.
gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 46 seconds, round number 2. Referee Mike Beltran puts a halt to the bout for your winner by TKO, Eperaim, the Wolfman Ginting.
There's your winner, Eperaim Ginting, winner by TKO. Great performance. And he's going to give his teammates at the MMA Fight Academy a lot of motivation. 3 more fighters from that gym to come. And you can see there, Mark Fury and Jake Baraka there, really plays. They put so much work into these guys. And also, with Eperaim from Indonesia, he spent like 6 months of his life here in America, and it is a completely different lifestyle. It must have been just such a change for him to have this success. And he's seen his countrymen have very mixed results. But this is great for him, and I'm really pleased for him right now.
The interesting thing about MMA Academy is such a new gym. Everyone in there is new.